Do you guys know today is my 8th year at my current location in York, PA for my business, my insurance agency? Okay. I've reflected a little bit on why I started an agency 8 years ago. I have an 11-year-old son and a 9-year-old son who's soon to be 10 years old. Okay. So, when I had my kids, okay, it was absolutely miserable. Okay. I was with a narcissist who is extreme childhood trauma from abandonment issues from mother and father, okay, left with a caretaker who was also, something was wrong with that person as well, okay. Extreme trauma, needed outside sources of validation. I helped him get through school, because that's what you do. Like, we're together, you're going to college so you can better ourselves for our children, blah blah blah. I had one son, got pregnant again right away with another son. They're 15 months apart, okay. And he was insane. So he wanted to leave me. He said he did not like me, but he was gonna take my kids, okay. One time he was drunk and even said to me that he would take my kids from me. He wanted to take my kids from me, or our kids from me. And his brother said, why don't you take the kids from your baby mom? And he said, I can't because she's too stable. So out of fear, okay, from the moment I had my children, I went to extremes to become extremely solid financially, mentally, emotionally, for my children, okay, because he's extremely manipulative and twists the whole entire situation to benefit him and make him look good, even though the effort is not there. So initially it will look like he does look good, but if you see over time, he cannot be consistent in putting work in, or whatever the case is, hence the inconsistency in my children's lives, okay. He took me to court 4 times to take my kids from me, okay. One time he didn't even show up. The last time it cost me $15,000, and he has not he got order, took me to court 6 times during that 6 months while I was pregnant with my daughter. And he took he got like time with my kids. Do you know he hasn't spoken to my kids for 2 years, or got them for 2 years, or seen them for 2 years? And we have an order in place right now where he can see the kids. And it cost me $15,000 stress, 6 months of stress, 6 court dates while I was pregnant with my last child, my daughter, okay. Insane that a man would do that, okay, because it has no regard to someone else and their stress levels, no regard in their empathy. And one time he told me, he said, you act like I am your op. I said, you're literally the only single op I have. You are the op. You're the entire op. I had to force my children to grow up a little bit faster, to really truly understand manipulation at its core, so that they could have confidence enough to decide between everything. Since they were children, they were allowed in grown folks' conversations, they were allowed in my situation, so that they could truly see and have decision-making abilities from their own capacity, because of the manipulation that we were put through, okay. So I wanted them to be able to see for themselves, so they can make an informed decision without mommy being there. So I literally there's always a why, right? And it's my children's is the why of my financial success, of my business success, my real estate success, because I could not allow someone to come in and take my children from me, because they wanted me to look mentally unstable to take my children from me, right? To have that win over me. It wasn't truly for the children's benefit, okay? It was more or less for him to look better than me, because it was like a jealous thing, okay? And of course I keep shining. So I don't even know where he's at anymore, the boy's dad, right? Because I have no idea, okay? And it doesn't really even matter, okay? And I'm not trying to make him feel any type of way, because if we could co-parent in a natural, healthy way, it'd be great. But it's the subliminals at me, the slick, it's the very narcissistic, trying to chip away at your self-worth, even when you're thousands of miles away, okay? And trying to do the absolute best for your kids, and they're still trying to do that because they want to feel validated in some way. It's fucking weird, okay? Anyway, 8 years of business success, ups and downs, and it is stressful. I lost a water tank yesterday, and I have a leak at my house today, and another property in Louisiana. My flop, I just found out the electric doesn't work on lights that we just had replaced. So shit hits the fan, okay? But you have to remember all the good, fuck the bad. All the bad, fuck the bad, right? But literally, because of the amount of manipulation of this narcissist, who you would think that you would have a safe place with, somebody that you have children with, want the better for you, that doesn't exist with them. It's ridiculous, okay? They're constantly in competition with you and low-key hate your ass. They hate you, okay? And they need validation externally. It's ridiculous how bad it is. I attribute my success to that, so that my sons cannot be manipulated by a narcissistic father, and that they can have strength, and mommy can have a space, at least have some financial freedom to heal, and not have to at least go to the stresses of a job, so I could heal my mental for my children.